Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us on KREM 2 News First at 4. I'm Tom Sherry.
Good to have you with us. I'm Jane McCarthy. A nasty head-on crash shut down the Freya Green Street Bridge for most of the day today. A passenger in the car at fault actually hobbled away and never returned. So now police are trying to track that person down.
KREM 2's Amanda Rowley shares what charges the driver could be facing and why police want to talk to that passenger.
Traffic is now back to normal here on the Green Street Bridge. It was closed for several hours today after an early morning crash. Spokane police say they are now still looking for the passenger of the at-fault vehicle. They say that individual is not currently a suspect, but they would like to get in touch with that person, one, to make sure they're okay, but also to find out more information about the crash.
We looked around the area, we couldn't find them. And so from a medical standpoint, that's our primary care. Criminally, they're not required as a passenger there to stay. They at this point are not a suspect unless there were other crimes that we aren't aware of at this time, but they are still a witness to a crime. So we want to speak with them and find out if they have anything to add to that investigation.
Spokane police say just before 6 this morning, a car driving northbound on the Green Street Bridge failed to navigate a turn on the bridge, jumped the concrete divider and crashed into another car in oncoming traffic. Sergeant Terry Browninger says speed was a factor in this head-on collision.
People that have been through that part of town know that that concrete barrier is 8 to 10 inches high and a couple feet wide. It would take something to get that car over that barrier.
Initial reports from Spokane police at the scene said drugs may have also contributed to the crash. Sergeant Browninger says investigators now plan to file charges against the driver of the car that jumped the divider for vehicular assault.
If that had happened at 8 o'clock, it could have been worse.
The victim in the southbound car suffered non-life-threatening injuries and was taken to the hospital. As for the driver police say caused the crash, they suffered life-threatening injuries. Amanda Rowley, KREM 2 News.
Well, this next story sounds like a scene out of a movie. Police say a driver on drugs hit a car in the Wenatchee Valley Mall parking lot. Then the driver crashed through the mall entrance, drives around for a while, then turned around and drove back out the mall.
The video you're looking at was taken by someone shopping at the mall. Other shoppers say, yeah, we thought it was a display car in a mall until we realized it's not stopping. Police were able to stop the driver before he got out of the mall parking lot. Fortunately, no one was hurt in all this.
Wow. Well, there was a lot going on at Fairchild Air Force Base today. Lots of screams. That is just a simulation. First responders ran through some emergency scenarios to be more prepared in case of a real emergency. The Airway Heights fire chief says it's important to coordinate with Fairchild in case a situation like this actually happens.
We have to be prepared. If we have a lot of aircraft in our area, if something goes down, we need to have some experience. You don't want to learn the very first time showing up on scene.
That's why crews participate in these mock trainings every year. The emergency circumstances in the training change to keep first responders alert and ready for just about anything. Flags now flying at half-staff in Colorado following that deadly school shooting. The state's governor ordered those flags to be lowered at all state buildings to honor the victims.
Last night, hundreds of students in Highlands Ranch gathered to remember the teenager who died in Tuesday's school shooting. That young man is now being remembered as a hero.
Whitney Ward joins us in the studio with more on a vigil now. Whitney?
Well, good afternoon. That vigil started out as a way to commemorate the victims of the STEM school shooting, but it quickly turned into a protest. 2 Colorado politicians spoke at that rally, and many students felt their speeches politicized their trauma when all they really wanted was just to have their own voices heard. After the speeches, students stood up and stormed out, taking their protest then to the parking lot. They used cell phones to light up the night sky, chanting mental health. They also were chanting the names of the victims. Now, one of those victims being honored today is 18-year-old Kendrick Castillo. He's the one who was shot and killed after lunging at one of the shooters. He's being remembered as a kind soul and the reason that many of his classmates were able to escape. Castillo's parents say they're not surprised their son put himself in harm's way to save others.
I know that because of what he did, others are alive, and I thank God for that. I love him, and he's a hero. He always will be. But there's another part of you that wishes he would have just turned and ran.
Investigators so far not releasing any additional details, but they did confirm the 2 suspected shooters entered the campus through an entrance that did not have a metal detector. The school will be closed for the rest of the week, although counselors are on hand to help students and their families. As always, we'll keep you updated as we learn more. For now, Jane, Tom, back to you.
Whitney, thank you very much. Back here in Washington, we've told you about that massive gap on Rattlesnake Ridge. It's growing wider every day. And despite the way it looks, experts tell us that it's really nothing to be concerned about. That's because they say the slide is slowing.
Yeah, in January of last year, the slide was moving about 1.5 feet per week. Well, now it's sliding at a much slower speed, moving less than 1 foot per week. And because of the lack of movement, experts estimate the slide will take about 20 years to actually reach the bottom of the hill.
On top of that, emergency management leaders say there is a 0% chance of that slide causing any damage to homes. Well, a black bear who at one point faced certain death is now back where she belongs. Back in December, Pearl, the black bear, was actually hit by a car in western Washington. So Pearl was able to run back into the woods after the crash, but state wildlife leaders wanted to find her and make sure she was okay, and she was not.
Yeah, this is a success story, though, in the end. Pearl was taken to the Paws Wildlife Care Center in Linwood, where a special team of doctors performed surgery on her. Doctors were amazed at how quickly the bear recovered. They say she was up and walking the night after surgery.
Even though she showed that great progress, Pearl had to finish treatment at the Woodland Park Zoo. And now she's finally able to live on her own again. So she was released back into the wild this week.
I like Pearl.
Good luck to Pearl. She's a pretty girl.
Yes.
All right, looking ahead to the weekend, it's going to be a gorgeous day for all the moms out there.
Yeah, we're going to get a real taste of summer weather, July-like weather over the weekend, and enjoy it because we've got some rain we'll talk about later on next week. 69 degrees, that's the current temperature. Winds are calm right now, and as you take a look at the day planner forecast, an overnight low of 48 degrees. More sunshine expected on Friday, should climb all the way up to 79 degrees, and then for the weekend, I've got low 80s, 82 on Saturday, 84 degrees expected on Mother's Day Sunday. Again, we're going to see temperatures drop next week at times back into the 60s with a chance of showers. I'll talk more about that with your 7-day outlook coming up in a few minutes.
Well, there is an intersection at Thorpe Road and US 195, and it can be tough for drivers. They say it's hard to turn left onto the highway, and WashDOT now wants to fix that.
Yeah, crews are gearing up for a new construction project to install what's called a J-turn. Mark Hanrahan joins us from the newsroom with more details on the project.
Good afternoon, guys. This will be one of the first J-turns in Washington state, and since we don't have them here, we wanted to know what exactly is it. So a J-turn gets rid of the traditional roadway intersections set up. Instead of having to cross over 2 lanes of traffic to get to the opposite side, drivers turn right in the same direction of traffic, merge into the J-turn, and then merge into traffic. You're seeing kind of slow-mo video of it right here. Michigan has a lot of J-turns. In fact, this type of intersection is often referred to as a Michigan turn. Nationwide, statistics show a 50% decline in crashes where J-turns are installed. Construction is set to start on this project any day now. Tim Pham spoke to WashDOT crews, and we'll have a full report coming up in our next half hour. For now, though, we'll send things back to you guys.
Well, taking a live look at downtown Spokane, crews are making progress renovating Riverfront Park. And today we are getting a first look at a new interactive playground.
KREM 2's Kira Elfallen tells us the design gives a nod to the past.
Yes, well, people are getting more and more excited about all of the new things that are coming to Riverfront Park, especially with the recent ribbon cutting of the butterfly here, the official Expo 74 butterfly. But now this area over here and the North Promenade is going to be transformed into an interactive playground for people of all ages that will be almost an acre in size. City leaders are still in the design phase right now, but this is a concept sketch of what the park will look like. The unique thing about this park will be the Ice Age floods theme that will allow kids to both play and learn at the same time. Designers thought it would be cool to add this theme since the Ice Age floods made a huge impact on Spokane's geology.
You're going to see some water play features. You'll see some geology features too, some rocks and different elements that kids can climb around as they learn what this geology of Eastern Washington is and why it's so special to our region. You're also going to see a really tall tower that kids can climb up and have a couple different slide options down. The goal is to really bring people to the center of our city to enjoy and give kids a place to hang out in the park too, maybe while mom and dad are exploring other parts of the park.
2 other features will include a wheels park that will be for skateboarders, BMX, scooters, and kids of all ages and abilities. If the funding comes through as city staff continue to fundraise, there will also be a basketball court. Now next month, be excited about this. Next month in June coming up, you will be able to walk through Riverfront Park. That means the Central Promenade area is going to be open, connecting the Blue Bridge to the Orange Bridge, so you'll be able to walk through. And as far as this interactive playground goes, the city also plans to add new parking stalls that will make it easier for parents bringing their kids in to have access to the playground. I'll send it back to you.
More stuff for kids. We
Love
need
it.
that.
You bet.
Very good. Okay.